Here's how to make money on Teespring by following a few simple steps. Plus, this method is 100% free. Let's get right into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I post content about affiliate marketing but also about the other ways of making money online. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I post content every single day. So Teespring, if you don't know what it is this print-on-demand website where you can get a lot of different things printed on different items like t-shirts, hats, phone cases, bags, all pillows, all kind of different stuff that you want to get your designs printed on. You can get them printed on, and the good thing with Teespring is that they will handle a lot of the background work for you, like printing and shipping the products to your customers and so on. So print on demand is really a great business model to get started with, especially if you're a beginner, because it has a very low, it's very low risk, very low startup cost, especially if you're going with free traffic, which we are going to talk about later in this video. But it's as I've said, it's very low risk. There's nothing to print. You don't have to handle shipping and handling. You don't have to hold any inventory. So it's very low risk in that sense, and it's very friendly, beginner friendly for a lot of people trying to make money online for the first time. So how can you get started with this? So first, before I go any further, guys, don't skip this video because later I'm going to show you an amazing free traffic source that you can use to really that goes very well with the print-on-demand business model. So you don't want to miss that. So don't skip this video and watch till the end. So to get started with making money online with Teespring, is step number one is you need to pick a niche, and you need to pick the right niche. Okay, you need to pick a niche where there's going to be a lot of dedicated fans in that niche, or a lot of really passionate followers of that niche. Okay, for example, niches that do very well with the print-on-demand business model include like the dog niche, the cat niche, because people are very passionate about their dogs or their cats. There's also the fishing niche, the golf niche, like sport niches, because people love sport in general, at least people who do, and also there's like professions, nurses, engineers, teachers, people that are very passionate about what they do for a living. So those are the kind of niches that you can really start going into and do print on demand with. So once you pick a niche, step number two now is to research best-selling designs. Okay, so for this method, you will have to upload designs, but you don't want to create designs from scratch. Okay, you don't want to reinvent the wheel here. Okay, you don't have the budget to do that. What you want to do at first is you want to see what's already working and then create designs that are very similar to those. Okay, you don't want to be, as I've said, reinventing the wheel. You want to know what's already working so that you have something to work on. Okay, so there's a lot of different websites you can go to find best-selling designs in your niche. For example, you could go to website like Amazon.com, where you can find a bunch of different t-shirts in your niche of choice. There's also Pinterest. There's also Etsy. I can find a lot of POD designs. So for example, if you go on Amazon and let's say we were going to create t-shirts around the dog niche, so you can see some of the best-selling t-shirts in the dog niche in here, because since a lot of those designs are on the first page of Amazon, so it means that they are selling very, very well. Okay, and they all have really high reviews. As you can see, this one here has 2,000 reviews. So this shows that those kind of designs are selling very well in that niche. If we go on Pinterest, same thing. If they are ranked on the first page on Pinterest, then it means that those designs are very attractive and they get a lot of attention and people are pinning them. That's why they are here on the first page. On Etsy as well, if they are on the first page of Etsy, you know that they are selling very well. As you can see, some of those t-shirts have a ton of positive reviews. This tells you that those kind of designs work very, very well. So once you found what are the best-selling designs out there, now step number three is to create similar designs. Okay, you don't want to just take other people's design and try to sell them. Those are not yours, and you could get a problem with copyright issues and so on. So what you want to do now is to create new designs that are very similar to the ones that you've seen. Okay, and there's really two ways you can go about doing this. You could either create your own design yourself. You could go on a website like Canva.com, which is an online editing tool similar to Photoshop. where you can create your own design. Like for example, I create one right here for the engineering niche that literally took me just a few seconds to do. And you could create like coats, t-shirt designs, or maybe images, whatever it is that you want. You can create designs on Canva. Now if creating design is not really for you, it's not something that you want to do, then the second choice obviously is going to be to outsource the whole creation of those designs. You could go to websites like upwork.com where you can find a lot of very talented graphic designers that will design your t-shirts for you. If the price is too high, you could search by different locations. There are certain countries that has very talented graphic designers that will charge you a lot less, so you can find freelancers from other countries to fit your budget even more if you want. But this is a place where you can find a ton of really talented designers to create those designs for you. There's also Fiverr.com where you can find a lot of great graphic designers as well. So it's really up to you where you want to go. If you don't want to create those designs yourself, those are some of the places that you can go to really outsource the whole design creation process. So once you've done that, step number 4 now is to upload your designs online. Okay, you will need a place to have all your designs so that you can showcase all your designs so that you can start making sales. Now you can upload them on Teespring, where you can create like an account on Teespring and create like a virtual store online, and basically you could upload all your designs there. And if you get any sale, Teespring will handle everything for you. They will handle the payment, the shipping of the product, the printing of the product, so you don't have to do anything really. Just upload all your designs on the platform and then they will do the rest for you. Now that everything is done, everything is set up, the final step number 5 now is to drive traffic. Now there's really 2 ways to go about it. You do like paid traffic and free traffic. Most people who go with paid traffic usually go with Facebook ads, because Facebook is like a huge traffic source. Over 1 billion people, I think 1.5 billion users per day. So you could try Facebook ads for your print-on-demand business if you want to go with the paid traffic route. If paid traffic is not an option, then the free traffic route, there's different options. You could go on other websites similar to Teespring that also have a ton of traffic. You could like upload your designs on those websites as well. You've got like Redbubble, Zazzle, Cafe Press. So all those are the websites you could upload your designs on. Even on Pinterest, you could upload your designs on Pinterest, and that's how you would eventually get seen. That's how a lot of your designs would eventually get seen, and you could eventually start making sales. Now, one amazing way to drive your own free traffic to your print-on-demand business that works really well that I want to share with you is to simply try and do Instagram, and more precisely Instagram theme pages. Now I've talked about Instagram theme pages on some of my previous videos. I think it's one of the best ways to create free traffic very quickly and very easily. And basically what Instagram theme pages are, they are basically pages where you curate content from other pages. Obviously you give credit to the other people who have uploaded those posts, but basically what you're doing is you're creating content from other pages, and what you're trying to do is you want your page to become the go-to page for viral content in that niche. For example, if you check some of those theme pages here, you have one here called Cat of the Week. They have 1 million followers, and basically what they do is they curate content from other pages related to cats. So people that are going to follow this page are obviously people who love cats, people who maybe they have cats themselves, and they love seeing videos and pictures of cats. And this is very easy to do because they are not creating any piece of content. They are just creating content from other pages and then creating a huge following and building traffic by doing this method. Another example is this page here, Universe. This is a page for engineers, and they basically create a ton of different content around the engineering niche. As you can see, they've built a huge following of almost 400,000 followers. So this page obviously is being followed by people who are interested or who love engineering, because or else they wouldn't be following that page, right? So one thing you could do yourself, since we've talked about the dog niche a lot in this video, you could create something similar to this page where they curate content around the dog niche. They have over 1 million followers doing that, and you could create a page similar to this one and then have your link here to your print-on-demand virtual store, and that's how you would basically drive traffic. And why this method of driving traffic is so effective is because you're not creating any content. You know, creating content can take a lot of time, but with this method you're not creating any content, you're just creating other people's content. Obviously, when you do this, as I've said earlier, you need to give credit to the people you're taking content from, or else you might get copyright issues. In some cases you might even have to message them to ask for permission, but you know, this is a very easy thing to do when building a page on Instagram. So let's recap everything, guys. So step number 1 is pick a niche. Picking the right niche is very important. Step number 2 is to research what are the best selling designs out there. Step number 3 is to create those designs either yourself or by outsourcing them. Step number 4 is to upload your created designs onto websites like, you know, Teesprings. And then finally, step number 5 is to drive traffic, either paid traffic or free traffic. In order to really succeed with this method, guys, you need to upload a lot of design. You need to always be testing new designs, because your first few designs will not necessarily be the winners. So you need to, you know, constantly be uploading new designs all the time, and you also need to be very consistent with whichever, you know, free traffic method that you're trying to use to build. So consistency is very important in order to have success with this method that I talked to you about in this video. So there you go, guys. I hope you've liked what you've learned in this video. If you have, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe as well, as I post content every single day. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.